Can you just let me finish?
Okay, well, I thought I had, but go ahead.
Okay, y'all, let's take turns and let each other finish.
Welcome to Let Me Finish, the podcast where three minds give their unfiltered and sometimes unpopular opinions on all the craziness going on in our lives and in this world. We're your hosts, Jillian,
Janice.
And Michael.
Settle in and let's take a deep dive.
And welcome back. We are on another episode of Let Me Finish. I think it's episode 49.
I don't know. We'll have to check.
Didn't we talk about that last week? Okay. I'm pretty sure it's episode 49. So welcome to the latest episode. I'm your host, Janice.
I'm Jillian.
And I'm Michael.
Okay, so, not too much fluff. Let's just dive right in. Our weeks. So for my week, I had a pretty good week. Very busy week. Exhausting week. But busy week. But the fun part of my week was the fact that I got to go to my friend's bridal shower. So that was really, really fun. We played all the little bridal games. Do you know how well do you know the bride?
Yeah.
We actually did an emoji game that was actually really cute. It was like basically all these emojis together, and then you have to like come up with it. Me and Lakin won.
Of course, naturally.
Yeah, and then I also won How Well Do You Know the Bride? I won that one too.
Of course you did.
And then Lakin won the Guess How Many Chocolates. And she won. So like our table, like me and Lakin, between us two, we won like everything.
You're unstoppable.
I think people were like, are you cheating? Like, how am I gonna cheat? I'm gonna cheat, right? So I was like, well, no, I'm not cheating. And so other than that, my week was just kind of hectic and busy with like errands and things like that. But other than that, I had a pretty chill week. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Y'all got it? Yeah. All right, Jill. How was your week?
All right, so my week, work-wise, I was exhausted. Yeah, I think every day.
Sounds like it was over the same week.
Yeah, it was just like I think I even skipped my Tuesday workout class because I had my clothes and I'm just like, I do not feel like this. Like
Can't do
my
this.
battery was completely on.
You didn't work out?
I just worked out on Thursday. I didn't do Tuesday.
Oh,
At least you did.
At least you did
Yeah.
Thursday.
Because I was just like, I think mentally I was just at my. I was at my limit. I can't.
Good for you for recognizing it.
My social battery was completely
empty.
I just wanted to go home and like crawl in bed. So that's what I did on.
I feel like that's how I am with my social battery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so,
Me too.
so the whole week was kind of hectic and kind of blah. I'm just like, I can't look at any more accounts. I'm gonna go cross-eyed. And then what did it? So a couple things. Like I have my little list of things that I used.
Had you in a chokehold?
Chokehold, but like really kind of my alone time. I was able to kind of enjoy a couple things. So I finished a book, Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. Absolutely, I devoured it on Saturday, and absolutely
One
loved
day
it.
you read it?
I love that.
And
Or what is it called?
Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. It's a romance novel.
No, I love that.
She is an absolute amazing writer. I'm just like, oh, I found a new writer, so I'm gonna.
Can you tell us?
Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan.
How do you
What was it really?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, what was it about?
It's a second chance romance, so it's a divorced couple, and they're still in love with each other, and they're just kind of figuring shit out because they clearly still like each other, and
They got into each other's lives after they had gotten their divorces.
so they're divorced. They have 2 kids together. And they actually own a restaurant together, and they still run the restaurant together.
Oh,
Trouble.
So,
Yeah.
so they got back together.
Yeah, the divorced couple got back together.
Interesting.
Which
Yeah.
does happen
Yeah.
sometimes.
That's a, it's not usually the romantic genre.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a
Storyline.
second chance romance. So absolutely, the descriptions
Take
were
it off my list.
on point. And to say where I discovered it from TikTok. TikTok always
Okay.
has book talk is always.
TikTok made me do it.
Yes, exactly. TikTok made me do it. And then we didn't talk about this last week, but the new Walking Dead, The Ones Who
Yes.
Live, with the focuses on Rick and Michonne. So the first 2, I just watched the first 2 episodes, and
I've only watched one. Yeah. Loved it. Though.
Yeah, so
they had really great ratings on the first episode.
Yeah, and so the chemistry between Denai Guerrera and Andrew Lincoln is I can't wait for more. So I can't wait to see them
It's
together.
so funny that you call them Andrew and Deny. I called them Rick and
Michonne.
Like, that's who they are. Y'all are Rick and Michonne.
That's it. That's all they're ever going to be known as is Rick and Michonne. So I've been watching that, and then I actually on TikTok I discovered a new show. It came out last month. Vince Staple, the Vince Staple Show. He's a rapper, but he created, wrote, and produced and starred in the show. It's only 5 episodes.
Very talented.
Yeah, it's only 5 episodes. It's a limited series, so I think it's just a 5 episode. I do not do comedies. If I say I like a comedy, please believe it's probably top notch.
So it's hard for you to like appreciate a good comedy.
Like
It's hard to
most
find.
like people are like obsessed to be like, oh my god, I love this whatever 30-minute sitcom. Most of the times I'm like, oh, you know, if it's playing in the background or if it's on a million reruns like Big Bang Theory, like there's very few 30-minute sitcoms where I'm like every week I'm like I have to watch.
Where you laugh out loud.
Yeah, laugh out loud and have to watch it now. Not saying that Big Bang Theory is not funny.
It is good.
Or if yeah,
we already talked about this before.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I think it's funny, but it wasn't
Doesn't
like
Friends, doesn't like
I know.
Big Bang.
I wasn't. I mean, Friends is okay.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say
decent.
it's super funny. Like I was like, oh my god.
I find it to be hilarious every
Most
time.
people do, Janice.
I find it to be hilarious every
You're like
time.
normal. I'm.
The funny part is I laugh at the same parts just as hard
Right.
sometimes.
I know.
Like
Yeah.
it's so
I get
funny
it.
to me.
And
I get why it's funny. I
yeah,
just enjoy
I get it. Yeah, like I said, I get why it's
Just
funny,
do it.
but it wasn't like I loved Living Single. I thought I could watch that over and over again, and I still laugh. It's still hilarious. Love it.
Do you watch it?
Living Single?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do
It's on Hulu and it's on.
I watched
Max.
it not too long ago, and I was like, okay, this show is still really
Still holds up.
Yeah.
It still holds up.
still holds
So
up.
I still love that. And so, like I said,
Overton.
it's a limited series. It's only 5 episodes, but he did a really great job. I'm like, for a rapper, I wasn't expecting much, but.
You know what show you probably like though? Chewing Gum. It's on Netflix.
Oh, you know what? I started it. I didn't
Never heard of
finish
that.
it.
She's hilarious.
So it's with, she's actually, we were talking about Black Panther. She was actually in the second Black Panther.
Oh, okay.
It's, and I think she ended up winning an Emmy for I May Hurt You.
Oh, I know what that is. I know that
She
show.
was in Chewing Gum. Too.
yeah, she's the star
Oh.
of the. She's
Oh,
the main
okay.
Now,
character.
I
in
May
Chewing
Hurt
Gum.
You
Okay.
is not a comedy, but Chewing Gum is. So
It's
she's a
hilarious.
great. I can't remember her name.
She's so funny. in it.
Michaela
So
Cohen.
I don't know her name. I don't know.
have to-
And the show's called Chewing Gum, and it's on Netflix. That's all
Yeah.
I know.
Okay.
And it's
So,
really funny.
she's
Put it on the list.
Very talented. Put it on
Right.
the list. So Vince Staples' show, that was really funny. So I quickly binged those 5 episodes, and then I guess either I don't know if today or on Sunday, Cardi B dropped a little freestyle, and I'm obsessed.
I haven't heard it
So
yet.
it's called Like What. So she used Missy Elliott's
I love Missy Elliott.
one of her beats. She is the beat from She's a Bitch.
Okay, I know that song.
So she did a freestyle over that. Upset. Even though my Coach bag caught a stray, I'm just like, I'm going to let that one go because it's still a hot song. I'm still going to carry my Coach bag, but whatever.
You said what? They
I said-
talk bad about Coach?
Yeah, so she goes, you don't want this like a Coach bag. I'm like, no, not my
But I
Coach
do.
bag. I'm just like, I love
But
it.
I do. I have so
But
many.
but she did say, hey, everyone, she did go on social media and she said, look, it's a New York thing. I guess Cameron dropped a song in like 2011
Okay.
that had all the New York girls like not carrying Coach anymore because of the one line in his song. And she goes, it's a New York thing, but she goes, I'll go buy a Coach bag tomorrow. She goes, it's not like that. It's just because she said that she used to have a Coach rain boot that she wore all the time. And when Cameron dropped the song, she stopped wearing it because, of course, people would be, ragging on her. So she had to stop wearing it. So that's why she had that line in the song. But it was great.
I don't know.
loved it.
Yeah, Coach fell off there for a second, but I think they're coming back.
They're definitely back.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
like their new purses.
Their new
and
purses
stuff.
is great. And
It's almost like they rebranded a bit, not rebranded, but they reinvented it a bit.
yeah, I think that's
Not
what
so.
yeah.
C.
I think they went back to their roots because I think before it was a lot of the canvas CC with the logo on it all over the bag, but they're back to actually working with like actual really good leather, and I think that's where
Yeah, because I really liked your Coach bag.
yeah, and I
super
think I think them going back to their roots and actually doing
I like
leather
their new.
products is
I like their new
save them.
like emblem. Like I don't like
The logo?
the the actual horse that says Coach. I don't like that. I like when it's just a C.
Oh,
just
yeah.
one single C. Mm-hmm. It's cute.
Oh, yeah, that's how it is, the hardware on my...
Yeah, the hardware on the other ones, I don't like the whole... Yeah. Anyways.
So those are the things that over the weekend I got to enjoy those things and kind of recharge my battery. So that was my
I plan to recharge this weekend.
There you go.
Yeah, so I have 4 more days. Yeah. Anyways, go ahead.
Oh, today's Monday, right?
Yeah, today is Monday. Because I said, this weekend I'm going to take myself on like a spa date.
Do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I need a massage. I need a facial. I need to get my nails done. Yeah. When was the last time you saw me without nails, Jillian?
I know.
Do you know how many people...
like never.
Like years.
Working in hospitality, I've worked in hotels for years. Do you know how many people just come to the hotel for a staycation? Like, they live here, they live in McKinney, but they come to a hotel.
Yeah, my friend does that all the time.
Yeah,
and I think
just
it's
to get away
such
from
a
the
cute
kids.
little idea.
Get away
That's
from the
a great
kids,
idea.
get away from the husband, just have a room to yourself. And sometimes they don't even
Just
like go
nobody
out.
talk
They
to
just
me.
stay in the room and just watch TV. And
So watch TV. Yeah, that's awesome.
like, that's perfect. It's a staycation.
No one's there bothering you. Talking
No.
about, I want to watch this. I want to
Cook
watch
me this.
that.
I'm
or
hungry.
Cook me that. Ordered room service.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's different for me. I'm like,
Shit.
I have a staycation every
But I love staying.
every night.
I love staying in hotels. So.
Yeah.
Like the whole
I do too.
the whole Airbnb thing. I'm like, nah.
Yeah, I've never done that. I don't know that I'll try it. Maybe one day, but I'm a hotel person. I've worked in hospitality.
Even
for
though,
years.
so we went to Lakin's birthday last weekend. We stayed at Airbnb. The Airbnb
No,
was
they're
super nice.
Yeah, no, they
I really
can be
liked
really
it.
nice. But
Because it's a
just
house.
like-
I'm not saying it's not nice, but it's just
I
like
like full service. Like,
yes.
Me too.
Like I
Yeah.
get a maid every
Me
day.
too.
right.
Clean towels every day.
Yeah.
Room service. Those are things
Me
that
too.
Airbnb does.
I actually really enjoy hotels.
Yeah, I do
do
too.
too.
I've always loved hotels.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, I know people are like, oh, hotels are so dirty and all this. I'm like, I just don't think
They're
about
really
that.
not. They're
I don't
really
think
not.
about it.
Like the nicer ones, I've never worked in a seedy hotel.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm old
they're
enough
clean.
now. I ain't seen nothing crazy, so I dive right into that bed, honey.
Yeah, I've,
The one thing I can't do is public pools. Like, I cannot do public pools
no.
anymore.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't
even
do
on
that.
vacation, like, I have to get drunk. I gotta get
That's the
drunk.
only way.
Because, like, especially if they have the tile bottoms, ugh,
slimy.
Yeah.
I feel like it's slimy.
Yeah, it is.
Who knows what y'all are doing in here?
Yeah.
Ugh.
People are
For
definitely
sure.
peeing in there.
Definitely.
Especially when they
hundo.
especially when they
It's-
have a swim up bar.
There's a movie called Night Swim.
Yeah. Oh, God, Jillian, don't.
Because those people are not getting out of the pool and they're drinking all day.
There's a movie called Night Swim that came out early January about a pool that eats people. It was not good. I love horror movies, but it was not good.
Michael,
Honestly,
what
the premise, I wouldn't have
It was
had
in
to have.
theaters.
They-
it was a
I
pool
wouldn't
that
even-
eats people.
I wouldn't even attempted to watch that movie.
I thought it was going to be a
pool
horror
that eats
comedy,
people.
like makes fun of itself.
Oh, talking about horror comedy. Have you
Uh-huh.
seen The Blackening?
No, I want to. I haven't yet.
Oh, it's
Jimmy,
really,
I
really,
wanna see
really,
it.
really,
Really good.
I need to
It
see it.
is
We watched it
really,
for-
really good.
we
So
watched-
funny.
Yeah, we watched it for like at our cousin Stacy's house. We have like a Halloween scary movie marathon, and Janice left. I'm just like, damn it, this would have been the perfect movie for her.
Yeah.
And it was just, it's like Scream meets scary movie.
That's what I'm saying. It's like obviously it's the Blackening, so it's like basically like these black people in the house, and it's like a horror, like people are trying to kill them, and I'm like, it's so funny. I'm
Yeah.
like, every stereotype you could think about with black people, they like throw it in there somehow.
And they're like,
You're
the
like,
whole
damn.
premise of the movie is like, we're all black, so we all can't die first.
Right. It's
So
true.
it was hilarious. It's a great.
Was that a tagline?
I think that's
Similar?
one of the
Close?
similar taglines. Like, we're all black, so we can't all die.
So who
Yeah.
gonna die first, honey?
Yeah, so somebody
That
has
was
to
hilarious.
survive.
It really was funny.
They did an absolutely great job, great cast. So I'm like,
You could see yourself probably in one of the characters. I know I could. I was like,
so yeah, I
I'm
think
her.
that's a Michael movie. So
Yeah, I'll have to see it.
Yeah. So
I'll check it out.
Hilarious.
yep. How was your week, Michael?
Speaking of movies, the highlight of my week is when I went and saw Dune 2.
Oh,
the
was
day
it
it came
good?
out, I loved it. Yeah, I thought it was great. Now, I will say that I love the first one first. First one more.
Really?
Yes, but this one is really good. The first one, without giving anything away, I'm not going to give anything away, just had more emotional depth. This one is more just in-your-face special effects. It doesn't really have a lot of emotional depth.
But both of them were good.
But both of them are fantastic. The second one, without giving anything away, the special effects are incredible, like out of this world. So it's worth seeing just for that. And I love the cast. I love
I was like,
Timothée
what'd you think
Chalamet,
about
Zendaya.
Zendaya's slay on that red carpet?
Oh my God, she looked incredible on that red
Slay.
carpet. She looked incredible.
She always looks good.
And she's so confident. She carries her. She's so poised. I love her.
I know. What do you think about her and Tom Holland?
I think they're a cute couple.
So cute.
I think they're cute. I mean, I wouldn't have necessarily have like put them together, but
and
like
you
now,
know, every single Spider-Man movie, the Spider-Man and the Mary and MJ or Mary Jane, they've all gotten together. We'll see if this one will actually last.
we'll see. You're right.
Oh, you mean the actress?
So the first one,
Tobey Maguire and Kirsten Dunst.
Yes, they got together.
They did?
I didn't know that.
I did not know that either. And technically, it was Gwen that got together with Andrew. Andrew. Peter
you're right.
with Gwen.
Whatever,
Yeah,
his
you're right.
leading lady. Yes, they
Yeah.
all. Even though I think Toby and Kristen Dunst, is that her name?
Yeah, Kirsten Dunst.
I don't think they lasted very long, but every single one of them.
Oh,
they dated.
upside down
Interesting.
kiss.
Yeah, I remember
Oh,
that. That was
upside down
iconic.
kiss, yeah.
That was iconic.
You ever done it?
No.
Kiss upside down?
Never have you?
Never tried it. No.
It looks difficult.
I don't even know why you would try it. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't even
If I
know.
could be fake, I mean, I'm not ever hanging from shit.
No.
Yeah, in the rain.
Yeah, in the
Of
rain.
course,
In the
yeah.
rain, water dripping in your nose.
With a
Oh
mask
God,
on.
it had to
Yeah.
be
The only
torture.
other time it's duplicated was OC with Seth and what's her name? What was her
love the
character's
OC.
name?
Seth and Summer.
Summer
Yes.
has a special place in my heart. I've only seen a few episodes, but
I
I
love that
actually
show.
enjoy it. Like it's corny, but it's good corny.
Oh, I loved it. I loved the OC. I did,
Yeah.
and I actually really loved the way it ended. And like nobody likes the fourth season, I think, but me.
I only
Oh,
seen
really?
2 episodes.
Honestly, like I don't think anybody else likes it.
But everyone says that after Marissa died, it wasn't the same.
I was fine with it.
Oh, you were done with Marissa?
I was fine with it. I mean, Marissa was just annoying. Like,
Yeah, she
sit
was
down,
kind of
bitch.
annoying. Yeah, but I
likes-
love Rachel Bilson. I love her.
Oh, she was great in it, and I actually really liked Taylor for Ryan.
Yeah,
Oh, yes, I did. I actually
Yeah.
did like.
She was crazy, but I liked it for Ryan.
Yeah.
You know, he needed a little craziness in his life.
I
Not
haven't-
actual toxic girl crazy, like I'm. Please love me,
Yeah.
please.
I have a straight male friend who is obsessed with One Tree Hill, like obsessed with One Tree Hill.
I
never
love
saw
One
it.
Tree Hill.
I never saw
Our
it.
mom.
Bro,
I never seen it.
it's so good.
Yeah.
Like the arc, the acting, all of it is so good.
I'm sure I'd like it. I
the
like the
symbolism, all of it. It's
But
just so.
I mean, it did kind of jump the shark towards the end, but
Most shows do.
yeah.
I liked it. Liked
Nothing
it.
I didn't like.
I liked it to the end.
But towards the end, when they had Nanny Carey and all that shit, I was just like, okay, this is getting a
I
little.
love with Nanny Carey. I was pissed about the situation between you know who, but I was like, Nanny Carey was crazy, man.
Yeah.
I didn't want her to die. I was like, kill this bitch. Like, when are we gonna kill her? Somebody murder her.
So y'all are not going to see Dune 2? It's not your thing?
I've never
Actually,
seen
on
even
my-
Dune 1.
Oh, okay.
I have seen Dune 1. It was on
Bless
my
you.
to-do list. So I don't know if I'm going to see it.
Was Dune good? Did you like it?
I did like
No?
it.
I loved the
Even
first
though
one.
I went in thinking, oh, Zendaya's in this, and she was in there for a grand total of 5 minutes.
Yeah, she's barely in it. In
I
the second
shit
one,
you not.
in the second one, she's in it a lot.
And I was just like, and I think she maybe had 1 page of dialogue.
She doesn't talk much in the first one, but in the
No.
second one, she's in it like the whole movie.
Yeah, I figured as much because
her character
Setting up the character.
Yeah.
so Timothée Chalamet's character doesn't meet Zendaya's character to the
Timothée
like
Chalamet.
very very end of the
Yes.
movie, and so but throughout the movie you would have like glimpses where she would cut across her face would cut across the screen for like 2-3 seconds.
Yeah, with those blue eyes.
What's the name of that movie we watched with Timothée Chalamet and he was like eating people?
Oh, yeah, bones and all.
Did you watch that?
Yes, I've seen it.
Did you enjoy it?
No.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed
Here's
it.
the thing.
So-
I had
really
a problem.
did.
The only problem I had with like I loved aspects of it. I love the concept. I just didn't like the execution. I didn't like the ending. I found
I
it.
was so upset.
I found it without giving anything away. I found it laughable. I was like, this ruined the whole movie.
I was like, this son of a.
I know the ending really ruined it. Yeah,
I totally forgot about the ending. but
Yeah,
that-
it's not
yes.
the best ending.
they ruined it.
yeah,
But it was
the ending.
fine. I mean, it was okay. It was fine.
the ending did kind of like I'm like, damn.
When an ending ruins a good movie, then I'm like, oh fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You know, a movie did that. It was really a book first. oh God, it was a movie with Andrew Garfield, Keira Knightley, and it was a book.
Atonement?
No, it was like basically a book about, it was like basically about cloning and like how they would take clones and.
Oh, The Island?
No, I have to look it up
That's
now.
Ewan McGregor and Scarlett Johansson.
No, but this is such a freaking sad movie. I was like, why?
Oh, second.
And the fact that they would even make it a movie, I was like, why would you do that? Like, why would you make me watch this whole movie?
What was the premise of the movie?
So basically, it was about clones, and
with Andrew Garfield and Keira Knightley. I love them both. I wish.
Yeah, gosh, but it's like they're clones, and basically they let clones live until the age of like 21, and then in like this community, and then at 21 they let them go and live. Oh, never let me go.
Oh.
So they let them go live out in the real world, right? So they can enjoy life, and then as soon as they get back. Like, I think they only give them, like, 2 years. As soon as they get back, they start donating their organs until they die.
I remember that movie. Yeah, I did not like that movie.
Until they die.
Yeah,
and it's like a love story
it's not good.
that did not
Yeah.
have a happy ending. Like,
Yeah. And I'm okay with not a happy ending. I just don't want the ending to suck.
It was horrible.
Like-
it was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Bones and all was a
yeah, the ending I was just like
The bones and it was so good up until the ending.
Compelling. It was compelling.
I was like, what's gonna happen next?
Yeah, I was into it. I was
like, but then you know what it made me think about? Do you think that really happens? Do you think there are people that eat people for real?
I actually don't. I really don't. Now, you're talking to someone who 100% believes in aliens, but I don't think people eat people. Now, unless your name is Jeffrey Dahmer, in which case you absolutely eat people.
But I feel like if it did happen, there would be a community of people and they would hide because you can't let anybody.
Well, remember Armie Hammer had a thing for sucking blood, and that's why his career. Remember
That's what
I'm saying. He wasn't that good of an actor anyway. So
that's what I'm saying.
He was
like,
sexy though. He was
sexy, but
he was
not much of a loss.
He was attractive,
but he admitted to loving the taste of blood. Like that
gross.
was.
He did admit to that
on tape.
He was caught on tape by a woman saying, like, let me, bite you and suck your blood or whatever.
I mean, that could have just been kinky talk. It might not have been real, even though it's not really.
I don't know.
A turn on. So, how else was your weekend?
It was good. Yeah, Dune 2 was the highlight of my week. Definitely go see it if you haven't seen it. If you like the first one, you'll like the second one.
I have to go watch it.
I did. I liked the first one, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I do love Zendaya, so Timothy Chalamet.
Well, if you decide to go see it in the movie theaters, let me know. I'll go with you.
I love Timothy Chalamet, and I love sci-fi, so. Yeah.
He's so tiny.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a tiny man.
So tiny. Yeah, and I'm like, Kylie's so thick, honey. Okay. Anyways, so we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back, and we'll get down to our main topic. Okay, we're back. And just to confirm, because we did look, it is episode 48. So next week's 49, and then we're going to be at that elusive 50.
Woo!
Yeah, I know. Exciting stuff. Okay. So this week, we want to talk about Russell Wilson. So there was an interview that took place where Russell Wilson kind of went into just how he treats all of his kids, but in particular his stepson.
Yeah, so he did an interview and he stated that, of course, Russell's very religious, and he stated that when he met Ciara, that he said that he prayed for a woman like her, and he said that when he met her, he met baby Future, who was, I believe, 8 months at the time, and he said that he knew to be with her that it was a package deal, and that he knew that he wanted that responsibility and to take on the responsibility of being a father to baby Future, and he said that he felt like he was meant to do that. And so we wanted to discuss, because a lot of people, men and women, mostly men, in the comment section of his interview saying how that's disrespectful, that's not his son, that's not in the third. Mind you, this interview happened after NBA All-Star, where on the NBA social media pages, they had actually caught him, videoed him going to the sidelines with baby Future, and they're like, oh, father-son time or whatever, just describing it as a father-son relationship. And they're like, that's not his son, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, and once again, that's disrespectful because that's not his.
So I feel like the lines are blurred there. So did they start talking crap after the video, or they started talking crap after the interview?
Anytime that Russell or anytime they talk about baby Future and
how old is this baby Future?
The fact is. The father, Ciara's baby daddy is the rapper Future, which is his stage name. That's not his. I don't think that's.
Let's be real. I just don't like Future.
So Future. So why Ciara decided to name that baby Future, or I don't. It's not Future Junior. Just call him Baby Future. But that's the baby's name is Future. I think that was a dumb way to call the baby, but whatever. It's just to distinguish between the child versus
the adult
rapper,
man.
The adult man. Anytime that they discuss their relationship, whether it's Ciara or Russell discussing his role in Baby Future's life, it's always hate. And it's always like, you're not the dad, you're not the dad. And there's always this contention against
Future
him.
saying that you're not the dad?
Or to Russell saying you're not the dad. And
Future says that.
No, just people in general. But Future is upset because he feels like it's disrespectful. He stated that it's, he feels it's disrespectful. I'm just like, why are you...
Future stated that he thinks Russell Wilson's place in his son's life is disrespectful.
Yes.
Or how he acts with his son is disrespectful.
Yes. Because you're like, you're not the dad. You're not his father.
And how involved is Future? And I'm asking all these questions because I really don't follow Future.
Okay, as far as
Russell Wilson or
as
Ciara.
far as Future, now Future is, I think, barreling towards double digits in kids. So think Nick Cannon. He's not far behind Nick Cannon and multiple baby mamas. And I don't believe he's in any of his kids' life. So they're all.
I don't even understand who's backing him up then. Like you have like what 9 kids and you're known of their lives, so what do you care?
And I think what do you care? And that's the part I don't understand. I'm like, why are you upset for Future that someone has stepped up to be a father to this child who's there every single day?
Which you're not.
But
doing the job that you're supposed to be doing, but you're not.
But I haven't really heard.
Or really can.
I haven't really heard that Future has a problem. I hear a lot of people talking about it, but I don't really hear that Future saying anything.
No, Future has discussed this on The Breakfast Club many years ago.
And said what?
And said,
I don't want him in my son's life?
Not that saying that. He just feels like, and I'll have to pull up the interview, but I can't remember word for word what he said, but he's saying that no man should ever do that to another man's son.
Do what? Take care of him?
Yeah.
I think he feels offended. Like, I don't even know if Future even calls him Russell dad. I don't know that dynamic as far as how close they are. I would assume they are because, like I said, he shows up every single day. That's his son. Like, he will take him whenever they, he's a quarterback. So when he would have spring training or training camp for the new season. From the time he was very little, I think when he was in Seattle and even when he was in Denver, he would take him on the field and have him on the field, play catch with him, and of course they would catch that on camera. I think at the end of the day, I think the fact that it's being done on camera, I think that's what kind of upsets Future. And I think seeing Russell with his son doing things that really he should be doing
makes him feel like a shitty father.
Mm-hmm.
It's just arrogance.
And I think that's what makes him upset and feels he's disrespectful because he's doing what he feels like he should be doing.
I feel like it's just like outsiders looking in saying Future has a problem. I actually don't think Future has a problem.
No, he said it, and he's in a rap song. He actually said "fuck Future," fuck Russell.
Because he don't like him because he's with Ciara, but I don't know. I haven't heard a lot of backlash from Future being like, I can't believe you're being a son. I haven't heard that.
No.
But I also don't follow them that much. But
no, he pretty much said that. Like I said, I would have to go back and look at the actual interview from The Breakfast Club, but he said he found it disrespectful. So.
Is it a long time? I mean.
It was a while ago.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. If Future's not in his kid's life, I don't even see what he would be saying.
Yeah.
You're not.
Be jealous.
What are you jealous of?
And that's what I think it is. I think and for other people who are standing up for Future saying, "Oh, you're being disrespectful to Future." At the end of the day, I feel like a lot of people feel like just because you share a DNA with somebody does not mean you're that person's parent.
What'd you call it earlier, Julian?
Oh, I said Future just sired that child. He didn't
Sired.
actually.
She said sired. I was like, oh. Okay.
He didn't actually. You're not an
I
actual.
was here sperm donor, but
yeah, sperm
Julian's
donor.
took it to the next level.
Yeah,
Sired.
you're a sperm donor. You're
Yeah.
not there because I think when it comes to being a parent, a father, or a mother,
He has 9.
it's
Obviously, he's a sperm.
It's the day-to-day responsibilities. Like, I mean, even if there's some parents who are in the household have zero clue what's going on with their child, you're not a parent either.
I mean, he's not advocating saying he wants to be in his son's life, right? He's not advocating saying, like, Ciara's keeping my kid away from me, right?
No.
In that case, what?
So
does it
then I'm
matter?
confused on what he's complaining about.
And I think, and
He got off free.
that's what I think is,
Which is
upsetting
why
for
I'm like-
Future. I think that's what's upsetting for Future is that it's in the public. I think if Ciara had married an
She's
everyday
famous.
guy, even if
He wasn't famous, Ciara would still be in the public spotlight. Somebody would still be fathering or helping your child be raised and grown.
but
are you jealous because Russell is famous too?
I think because the relationship that Russell and Baby Future share is something that is in the media. And then I think that makes him he feels like it makes him look bad.
He looks bad because he has 9 kids that he doesn't.
He does
like
that
he
a lot.
already looks bad.
Yeah.
What does that
but
matter?
I'm just like, if you were to ask me the name of his other kids, I'm like, I have no idea who those kids are. If they told me put a picture of all these kids, I wouldn't know. But I know what Baby Future looks like.
You also know that he ain't in his other kids' lives too. So who cares what their name is?
Yeah. But I think this is more prominent for people to see and be a contrast to him that he feels like, oh, I'm being upstaged.
I think it's funny though. I can't imagine what man, which I guess per the comments they were, but I don't understand what man would be like. I'm mad at you when I know I don't do shit anyways. It'd be one thing if you were in the kid's life and you saw them every other weekend or something, and you just didn't get as much time with your kid. So then of course you didn't want anybody to come and take your place. I could understand that. But you're not even attempting to be a part of your kid's life.
Exactly.
So what's the point?
It's not like there's just some other
factor.
I think it's an ego thing.
It is. It's arrogance.
Of course it's it's like you just don't want to look like a bad dad.
Which you
publicly.
are.
Yeah.
But you already are.
But we all run from the things
And it
that
makes
we are.
and it makes him look like a worse dad that there's somebody that stepped up that's not his biological dad.
Yeah. For sure.
For sure. I think that happens a lot of time with anytime you have kids with somebody and then you end up having like getting a divorce or getting in a different relationship. I think that's always the kind of that growing pain is knowing that that person's with your kid more than you, especially if like it's like the woman and they have custody. If you're like a good dad, yeah, I'm sure it pains you. I had a friend and he straight up like that was the reason why he stayed with the ex is he said because I couldn't be away from my kid. And like people do that, but I don't think that. I think when it comes to like that step parent, it's always going to be a little like unless like you're just really not a part of the kid's life.
Yeah, like have you seen the movie Stepmom with Julia Roberts?
At least at first.
Susan Sarandon.
Oh my god, I love that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
That movie's so sad though. It makes me cry every time. Every time.
yeah, it's similar in the premise. Like Susan Sarandon is very much like these are my kids. You're not going to take them from me. And
Right.
Julia Roberts is like I'm not trying to take them from you. I just
wanna
want
be
to have
in
a
their
connection
life.
with them. Yeah.
Right.
And so
And that's hard. I think if you're a good parent, it's gonna always be hard to see somebody bond with your child.
yeah.
In that same role. Because
Yeah.
stepmom, stepdad is still like that role that you're supposed to fulfill, especially if you're a good parent.
Yeah.
I think it is always gonna be hard, but I also I've seen people with a really great step environment where like the couples were friends and you know they all co-parented together, and so I've seen that too. So
Yeah.
We have friends, mutual friends, who I won't name, who they call their stepdad their dad, and their biological dad is nobody to them. Like they don't call their biological dad. Their stepdad is their dad.
do I remember that person?
Yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of people though that's the case. It's not just one person.
So that dad did not.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. That was more Michael's friend than mine.
Someone you know.
Yeah, but I do know of that person.
But yeah, they don't call their dad their biological dad is not their dad.
Do they Do they know their dad?
They have met them, but
It's not.
They don't have a relationship.
Zero relationship.
Okay,
like
then
at
that's,
all.
Then that's not their dad.
Yeah. I mean, he
Yeah.
birthed. He like, you know.
He sired them.
Yeah.
He sired them.
But
as
it didn't-
Jillian says.
But it's a thing of like the stepdad was always there and always showed up and
Yeah.
you know, took them to.
And I've also seen step parents of mutual friends of ours that were horrible step parents and treated their
Yes.
step kid like shit.
Yeah.
So it was like, damn, you're so mean to
I know.
them.
Yeah.
Damn.
I know.
And that's what
You hate them.
And that's
Yeah.
and I think that's for Ciara, she really lucked out because I'm just like, for you to have a child and find this really great person and they're able to love your child and she just gave birth to their third biological child together. So now they
Third.
So they have a total of 4 kids now. I think she probably did it for Russell because Russell really wanted another one. Because for a long time she's like, I don't want to do this again. But he really wanted one, so I think she, in part, kind of.
Do you love their relationship?
I don't know what happens behind closed doors. I try not to envy anyone's relationship publicly. Yeah, they look like a great couple and they're really there for each other. And they love each other and they seem on the surface because that's all like I really get.
That's all we see.
Oh, we see because like you never know what happens behind closed door because there's lots of couples who are like, they're never gonna break up, and then like 2 weeks later they announce they're broken up. So I try not to say, oh, I love their relationship because I'll let
Really
Will
never
Smith
know.
and Jada.
Nobody.
You never know.
Nobody thought the relationship was good, Jillian, except for you. Nobody thought that.
We just never.
I heard cheating rumors for decades. What do you mean?
So, anyways, moving on.
Oh, girl, always that defeated defense. Girl, damn.
So at the end of
That's her
the
girl,
so
man.
yeah, I try not to envy or be like, oh, relationship goals.
What's kind of that thing
for people who I don't know in real life?
That's the thing we talk about with social media. Like with social media and things that people put out for public consumption, it's usually the like what they want to portray. It's a representative. It's not true. It's not their real life. Like nobody goes and puts. I mean, some people do. Like nobody goes and puts all their woe is me online. Not all of them. Not really. Like you want to put like the happy times out on like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You post like the fun times.
There's a trend I've noticed on Instagram. I'm not on TikTok, but on Instagram I've noticed these influencers that are very conventionally attractive who are now starting to talk about their mental health and say, hey guys, I know you think I have this amazing life, but I have, a bipolar disorder or whatever,
Right.
And they're talking about having these conversations.
That's good.
Which are important to have.
More real.
Because a lot of people think, wow, you seem to have a perfect life. You're always traveling and you're always with
Grass is
beautiful
always
people.
greener.
Grass is always greener. And so I appreciate these people who seem quote unquote perfect physically, aesthetically, but on paper they're kind of messed up.
Or at least they have the same issues we all have,
They're
right?
the same.
Like they have
They
the
bleed
same
blood.
issues. They still have insecurity issues
Yes.
and things like. Even I feel like the times where people are like, you're so confident. I'm like, girl, in my
if
head
you only knew.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it is like everybody has those same struggles because we are our own worst critics.
Oh, 100%.
Right?
Yeah.
So whatever we think, people are like, oh, that's so beautiful. You could be like, it's the ugliest thing I think about myself. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, and little things like that are, so that's why I'm like, I never take too much. And to me, to be perfectly frank, the people who post the most about how happy they are probably the most miserable.
For sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I noticed that too. I'm like, the more they post,
The more I know that they're not happy with their lives.
Yeah.
Because if you weren't posting that much, you'd probably be enjoying your life.
yeah.
Yeah, it's an act. It's a fabrication.
Yeah.
Especially what goes into posting those quote unquote perfect pictures. I'm like, who knows how long it took them to get that perfect photo.
Yeah.
Trust me, I have friends where I'm like, girl, are we done with these pictures?
So I'm like,
I'm
they
tired
took
of this.
instead of, and that's why
I mostly live in the moment.
I do really love my Instagram, but I'm that person that posts a lot on there because I'm like, I want to live in the moment and enjoy it. And
Yeah, you don't post a lot.
No.
Though I do regret it when I don't get enough like pictures from the event or any. I'm like, as much as I live in the moment, which I do, and I don't take a lot of pictures, I do appreciate the friends who do take the time to take the pictures. So I'm like, it is memories.
Yeah.
And I think, because I'm just like, I don't take a lot of photos when I go out because I definitely want to be in the moment. I take shitty pictures because sometimes I'll be like, oh, I'll take a picture. And I'm like, And I'm just like, I won't post it because I'm like, these aren't really like
Flattering.
Which I'm actually, that's one of my, I did my bucket list, so I wanted to get better at taking photos, starting on my iPhone and then eventually.
Girl, do it like me. Just take 10 million pictures a day.
Yeah.
Eventually, you will get your angles.
Yes.
Yes, mine's.
Yes. Yeah.
I literally
So
always
eventually,
take
so
photos.
I think, like I said, with Russell and Ciara, I try. Like I said, they seem like a great couple. They seem like great parents, and but you just never know because so many couples have been like, oh yeah, they're great, and then turns out he's cheating, or she's unhappy, somebody's getting beat, or whatever.
Or they sleep apart, or they never see each other, or they're always traveling. Yeah, because half the couples when they break up, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, didn't what's his
Dare
name?
they? Yeah, I
Hugh
think
Jackman and his wife.
one of the big ones for me though was Ryan Phillippe and Reese Witherspoon. I was like,
I love them
what?
together.
Actually,
Yeah.
I wasn't surprised by that.
I thought they were
I
great
was.
together.
No,
I was like,
I really do feel like they only stayed together because she got pregnant. But
Yeah.
whatever.
the first
Well,
one.
Yeah. She got pregnant during Cruel Intentions.
Yeah, I mean that's the only reason.
I thought that they got married before she had Ava.
Nope.
No.
Oh.
She got pregnant and then they got married.
Because she was pregnant at the Cruel Intentions premiere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I really do.
I would have banged him.
I'm not saying he's not bangable. I'm just saying I don't
so
think.
bangable.
I didn't.
Not bangable.
If she had not gotten pregnant, I don't think they would have stayed together.
Yeah.
That's my personal opinion.
A lot of
So I
people
wasn't
get
sure.
married for the kids, for the kiddos.
I'm just like, don't do that.
Not me. I'm gonna be pregnant and be like, bye. See ya.
Wouldn't want to be.
I
Well,
just
if you're
wanna
not,
be
if
tied
you're
down.
not, if you wouldn't have married him without the child, don't marry him once you get pregnant with the child. It's-
Right, it's just making it more complicated because then all the little things you didn't like about them or all the things that bothered you, hurt you, or whatever, now you have a kid involved and now you're like even more so like I have to defend my kid. So eventually it's gonna break you up anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if the relationship's not good, it's not usually what's holding you together.
You can't fix something that's not
Yeah.
meant to be fixed.
Yeah.
And like they have the couples who like have the baby and then like slowly things start to fade away.
Yeah.
But like if the relationship is bad when you get pregnant, it's usually probably not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Let me ask you both this. Does it irritate you at all when people have like 8 or 9 kids? Because it ticks me off for some reason.
No.
Because
I don't care.
I'm like, why do you think you're so special that you have to keep creating kids? Like it's
I don't care.
Shit. Don't bother me.
If you want to have 20,
as long as you can feed them, clean them, and shelter them.
we already have an overpopulation situation. So when I think of like someone having
Think you should be neutered.
I said good. If you have
Spayed.
20, that means I ain't got to have none.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
just-
I'm sure not contributing to the population. So, hey, by all means, take my half.
I come
Take my part.
Yeah.
my mother's side, my mother she's one of 11, and I think to myself, that's a lot.
Oh, you want to know how many kids our granduncle has?
how many?
Guess
20.
23. I think was the last count.
So shit, I lost count.
I think I lost count after like 20 something. But yeah, you're like 23
That's
kids.
a lot.
No,
We have a great aunt that had 18.
Wow.
I
But
think.
that was back in the day. Now,
Yeah, I think in the
no
Jamaican
birth
culture,
control.
like
Yeah,
there was no birth.
they were just
control,
having a lot of kids because
so-
our grandma had 9 kids,
that's a lot.
and then our
frankly,
grandma
5
on the
kids is a
other
lot.
side had like 6.
5 is a lot. Yeah.
No, girl. it's more than
Yeah.
that.
Grandma Housen had 6 kids.
7. Remember Uncle?
I counted him.
No, it's more than 6.
It's a lot of kids. I mean, look, I'm not against the people. I
Isn't
just
it 2
find
girls
it.
and 4 boys.
It's 2 girls, 1 cup.
No, Michael, please don't. No.
Oh my God! Now
We're talking about our
that,
grandmother. No.
as we sit there, okay, we're moving on from that because I was gonna be like, yeah,
Junior.
Whoever.
Daddy, Malcolm. Sandra.
Jackie.
And Joey. Yeah, you're right. 6.
6. That's what I thought. So, anyways, but yeah, but I also think at that time that's just what they did is make children.
Yeah. That's
Like
what
I
we
said,
did.
birth control wasn't an option for them. So.
And in some parts of the world,
Abstinence is the best form of birth
there's
control.
not a lot to do. So you do what you can.
That's true because at that time in Jamaica, the TV signed off. Well, it was baby time.
Yeah.
Baby time. Let's go. Signed on. Well, ain't no TV. Might as well get it in.
Yeah.
I just think of people like Bobby Brown who like shouldn't be parents, who like
Future,
who have several kids, and it's like you shouldn't even be a dad. Like you're not made for fatherhood.
Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. I've never really thought about him as a parent, so that might be a bad thing.
Well, my roommate in Los Angeles, my friend Ciara, she was dating his son for about 9 or 10 months. So he came over to the apartment all the time. Bobby Brown's son.
Mm-hmm. Did he talk bad about his dad?
No, he didn't actually. It was Whitney Houston's stepson. He called me Dimples. That was his nickname.
Oh, Dimples! Look at him. He's smiling.
Yeah, he was a good-looking guy. But anyway, the point is, he had nothing bad to say about his dad.
Oh, good. Well, I mean, I know Bobby Brown's crazy, but I haven't really heard about him as a parent. So I had,
I think at the end of the day, I mean, there's plenty of people out there who are parents and shouldn't be, and there's plenty of people who should be parents and can't. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. So
it is, yeah.
If you have 10 kids, great. If you feel like I can only handle one, have that one baby. Okay. So
I know for sure, like, one's my max for sure.
Yeah.
You're one and done.
One and done, and if I, maybe none and done.
Someone in our year has 4 kids and is 36, and that's I don't know. This seems like a lot of kids at 36.
It's just that's crazy. Like the thought process of actually having to take care
4 people
of a whole human. And at some point,
if both parents are in the house,
feed
you're
them,
outnumbered 2 to 1.
Wipe them.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
that's what I'm saying. You got to feed them, wipe them.
That's a lot of meals.
Make sure they get their shots. Make sure they go to the doctor, dentist. I'm like, oh, I barely do that for myself.
I can barely take care of myself.
After school activities,
soccer for this one, karate for that one.
Oh,
cheer
every Saturday morning when I wake up, I'm like, this feels good.
You don't have to sign them up for anything. Say
this
at
feels
home.
good. Yeah, sit down. My mom wasn't really playing with that whole thing. She was like, girl, sit down. Let's get to our final thoughts. I mean, for me, listen, Future, suck it. Russell, keep doing your thing.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I feel like Russell, like you said, like we don't know what happens behind closed doors, but to use them as an example, I feel like as long as you're there, you have good intentions, and it doesn't matter what anyone else says, show up every single day, because baby Future definitely deserves to have that father figure in his life, and looks like he's getting that, and
he already does.
He will reap the benefits for the rest of his life. So more power to Russell.
Who cares what Future says? Like, honestly.
At the end of the day, what matters is the well-being, and I think for Ciara, the well-being of her child. And as long as your child is taken care of, then nothing else matters. So
I agree.
Good for her.
Right.
Yeah. Who cares what anyone says?
Right.
Yeah. That's your closing thought?
Yeah.
Who cares what they say?
Yeah.
Boo.
Going back to Amanda, what's her face? Amanda Bynes. Who cares what people say about you? Just do your shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, which we'll probably talk about that soon, guys. But all right, well, we are gonna wrap up and get out of here and get to the rest of our nights. We love you guys. Bye.
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 And that's a wrap on the latest episode of Let Me Finish. Thank you guys for joining us for another week and listening to the latest episode. Don't forget, go like, share, and subscribe on your favorite platforms. And you guys can also follow us and see us on different platforms. I am on Instagram, and that's going to be Uniquely Janice. And then I'll also be on TikTok, Janice H, GENICEH. Michael, where can they find you?
I'm only on Instagram, and it's Kasra Salimi. And by Kasra Salimi, I mean Kasra Writes, because I changed it and I just forgot. So it's KASRA Writes, WRITES.
Yes. Jillian, where can we find you?
Instagram as well, and it's New Jillian Who Dis.
New Jillian Who Dis. All right, well, we will talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye.